All right. Hey, everybody. This is C Nguyen, and you're live with the C Nguyen Real Estate Group. And we have an amazing guest here today. We have Bryan. Oh my goodness. I'm just so happy that he's here. He's showing up today. He's with the Whissel Realty Group, and he's their director of marketing. So, Bryan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, C. And that intro was fire. That was awesome. I loved it.
Oh, thank you. And hey, you know who did it? It wasn't me. I
Good.
can
It
tell you
shouldn't
that.
be. It shouldn't be.
Nope. And it's actually right on point. What we need to talk about today is leveraging video and social media using other people's expertise. So I had actually my virtual assistant, Carlo. He's amazing. He did all the editing, all the videos and such forth. So I appreciate that. And I'm pretty sure he would love your feedback about that too. So
Carlo, it's
awesome.
dope. I love it.
All right. So let's fire away. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Bryan, and how long you've been with Whissel Realty Group.
Yes. So I have been in just a week or so. It will be my 8-year anniversary here at Whissel.
Wow. Congrats.
So I came into it, and when I got hired, Kyle said, "Hey, look, I want someone to do property photos, property videos, green screen videos, drone videos, community videos." I'm like, sure. And I didn't have experience with any of it. So I tried it. I learned it. And what I like to say is I bugged him until he hired me. And it was a solid month of me hitting him up on Facebook. On that time it was Google Chat, text message, just kind of hitting him on different platforms until he hired me. And so when I got hired, I did all of that stuff. About 3 or 4 years later, we were coming back from a Gary V conference, and the Agent 2021. I think this must have been 2018, 2019, the first year he hosted it, maybe 2018. Mm-hmm. And we were coming back, and I was sitting next to Kyle on the plane. I'm like, cool, I'm ready to grow my team now. He's like, cool, let's find someone part-time. I'm like, absolutely not, we're finding someone full-time. And that's when we hired Tom, who's was my first member of my media team. Then we hired another photographer. Chad's on our team as well. Again, another member of our media team. We got 4 editors, a graphic designer. All 5 of those are in the Philippines, and phenomenal. And we've just grown our team from just solo me to a team of 7 or 8 of us. And so that's kind of my journey in a nutshell.
Now that's amazing. And starting from, I guess, limited experience, but you love photography, you love videos, and then just growing into that role and it just expanding. So you guys have been doing videos forever. And can you share how you've been able to leverage videos and social media for your real estate agents on your group?
Yeah, it's funny. First, you got to think, when you're thinking about leveraging video, you got to figure out what your goal is. And you got to be really clear about where it can work best for you. And so if your number one goal of creating video is direct response marketing, aka generating massive amounts of leads, it's very difficult. And that's never been our number one goal. Our number one goal with video is to get people to know us, to like us, and to trust us. That's what we want. That's all we're looking for is that familiarity. So that way, when they do have a lead or a client or a customer, or however you want to call them, when you do have someone, now you are their guide, right? And so they're a lot more willing and able to reach out to you. When they meet with you, they already know you. They already have that kind of familiarity. And so it makes those kind of, rather than the cold calls, but it makes which are difficult, it makes the conversations you have a lot more familiar, right? People know you already from being on video. I know you just met with Brent Gove earlier today, right?
Yep.
Dude is the nicest guy. I hate him so much. He's so nice. I ran into him at EXPCon. He was backstage. He was either just about to go on or he just went on. I was filming Kyle for something, and Kyle goes, "Oh, hey Brent, this is Bryan." And Brent stopped what he was doing, looked at me in the eyes, and said, "Bryan, it's nice to meet you." And we talked, and I was like, no wonder everyone loves this guy. He's the nicest guy in the world.
Yes.
And so many people that are probably watching or if I mention the name Brent, they've probably seen his, EXP Explained or any of his videos, and you already feel like you know the guy, that's what video does. It gets people to make them feel like I can't tell you how many times I'm like, hey, did I see you at this conference? And they're like, no, we've never met. I'm like, but I know you. Like we're friends. I would consider you a friend, and I know you, and that happens all the time. The other thing is, it's staying top of mind. I can't tell you, again, I don't do a ton of videos for myself, but I can't tell you how many times when I put out a video, I did this 3 or 4 weeks ago. I put out 3 or 4 videos, and then I got hit up by probably 5 people asking me to do photos or videos for their business. And none of them were real estate businesses. One was a chiropractor, one was a electric company, one was HVAC. They're completely not about real estate, but they know me, they've gotten to know me, they see my videos, and they're like, oh yeah, I need to do that. So staying top of mind, getting people to know, like, and trust you, and making those conversations warmer, that's what video is all about. If you're like, I don't care if people know me, I just want to hit the phones, door knock, and which this makes all that easier. But cool. But if you say, hey, I want to put out a video and get 1 lead, that's not the expectation to come away with from this. That being said, people will hit you up on Instagram, on Facebook, on text, and they won't be like, hey, Bryan, I saw your video about the 2-1 buy down, and now I would like to buy a house. No. Like, hey, dude, what's up? And then you're not going to be like, now tell me exactly which video you watched and how long. No. But it organically comes. I guarantee you put out 3 or 4 videos, and you're going to have people hit me up. I had my neighbor who lives across the street from me. He was like, Bryan, I saw your videos. They look great. And I was like, thanks, but they're not for you. Like, he works for the electric company. Great guy, but definitely not. I was talking about real estate tips. I mean, I used to do videos of editing property videos. My grandpa was like, hey, Bryan, I watched your video. I didn't understand it, but I watched it for I didn't watch it for that long, like 30 minutes. I'm like, what are you doing? So your friends, your family, your contacts are watching your videos. They won't tell you, but they are watching your videos. And it's keeping that top of mind, building that trust. That's what video is all about. That's what I want to get to. And I don't want to try and sell you, oh yeah, do this and get leads. Because if we really think about it, sorry, I'm going on long here. But if we really think about it, our goal is not to get leads. Our goal is to get sales, correct?
Correct.
And how do you think would be a better way to do that? By farming your sphere, the people that already know you, and just all you got to do is stay top of mind. They already like you, or going out and buying cold leads. Yes, those will convert, but your database will also convert. And so, doing video to warm them up and get to know, like, trust you, letting you know that you are their guide. That's going to work way better than doing this other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Now, what I'm hearing you, Bryan, is there's this common misconception, right? Is that you're doing a video about whatever it is, real estate tip, market updates, and you're expecting your phone call, picking up phone calls saying like, hey, I want to buy a house, I want to sell a house. And the reality is it's not like that, right? So the expectation is not there. And then what you're saying is that pretty much, you're wanting to work with people that like you, that respect you, and want to do business with you. And videos is just a way of people to get to know who you are, your character, and just your personality. And, we're not going to work with everyone, right? But those that do like to connect with you, they're going to work with you.
100%. So, and I'd much rather work with those people. That if someone saw 3 of my videos and they're like, I hate this guy, well, then don't call me, because that's not going to be a great experience anyways. But just being on video automatically adds credibility to you, whether it's on a Facebook Live, whether it's on a professional video, whether it's just on a iPhone or an Android. Like, that just adds massive credibility.
Yeah, absolutely. So can you tell me why more agents don't do videos? Why is that?
Yeah, lots of reasons. One, do you mind if I just go through the reasons and
sure.
tell you the objections I hear and tell you why they're dumb? Is that fair?
All right. That's fair.
One, we'll start with this one. It's too complicated, right?
Hmm.
But if you have a phone and you have Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or LinkedIn, just go live. It's not complicated. You press the camera button, you use the red button that looks like a video, do that. Problem solved. It's not complicated. To do all the cool stuff like you have with the StreamYard looks great, where you have the bumper video. Yeah, that's more complicated, but you don't have to do that to do video. Is that fair?
That's fair. So I don't have to get software, like $1,000 equipment, any of that stuff. I
You don't
just need
have
my
to.
phone.
100%.
Got it.
Because again, you want people that know you, like you, and trust you. At
Yeah.
what point in that did I say you want people that want to work with you because you have high quality video?
None.
No. I mean, in all reality, they're working with you because they like you. They're working with you because you're knowledgeable. They're not hiring you because you're great with a video camera. I mean, if you were a film production company, yeah, that matters. I talk about, people say, oh, should I change my outfit between videos? Say, if you're doing fashion videos, maybe. But if you're doing real estate, no one's going to be like, see, he's wearing the black shirt again. Not going to work with him. Come on. Come on. So that one, people say it's too complicated. It's not.
Yeah.
They just make it complicated, which I get it. I make stuff complicated all day long. I get it. Number two, they say they don't like how they look or they sound. Have you ever felt that way about yourself? See, you're like, I don't like how I look or I sound on video.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I do. It's like, do I really sound like that? And then I got over it like after a minute.
You know what? And the answer is you do. And do you really look like that? You really do. But I always tell people, I say, look, do you have friends? Let's play this game. See, do you have any friends or family?
Yes.
You do. Okay.
Okay.
Have they seen you in person?
They have.
Do they run away screaming or yell at you based on how you look or sound?
I would, knock on wood, I haven't yet.
Haven't yet. And you've lived on this planet plenty of years. So
Yes.
you're like, I don't like how I look or I sound. Well, unfortunately, that's how you look. That's how you sound. But people still know you, like you, trust you. You've still done deals with people. You still have friendships with people. You still have relationships with people, regardless of how you look or sound, right? Again, they're not hiring you, see, because they're like, you know what? For my real estate agent, my number one quality is Brad Pitt. Okay, well, I'm not Brad Pitt. Like, you're not Brad Pitt. Sorry. If that's the number one quality, they won't work with us. But if they want someone that they know, like, and trust, video is how you do it. And how you look and how you sound is how you look and how you sound. Go to a vocal coach if you don't like how you sound. Go to the gym if you don't like how you look. Like, the camera is not going to change that.
No, absolutely. And part of sometimes is like we're self-conscious completely.
100%.
And then are we going to say and fillers and who knows what? So it's like if we're afraid of that, take a speech course, right? Just get better, get better educated. Yeah. Absolutely.
And again, like, if they don't like you for how you talk, they're not going to like having a transaction with you.
Yeah.
So that way, you get to self-filter out all the assholes out there. Sorry, I don't know if we can say that, but you can, right? The next thing is people say, I don't know what to say. Have you ever been like, I want to do a video, I don't know what to say?
Yep. Content. It's like,
yeah.
Exactly.
The easy thing is you do real estate, you've done transactions, you have people that talk to you about real estate. I stole it from Kyle. If someone's asked you the same question, if you've been asked the same question 3 times or more, make a video about it. And also look at real estate from an outside perspective. And you're like, okay, if I knew nothing about real estate, would I know what title does? No. Would I know what escrow is? No. Would I know what EMD is? No. Would I know what the difference between vinyl hardwood flooring and no? Like, just look at it. You can be smart enough and be like, would I know this if I wasn't in real estate? Probably. If the answer is no, make a video about it. Right?
Absolutely. Now that makes sense. So we could do, let's say I get this question asked a lot, especially because we're in escrow at the moment. So what's a earnest money deposit, right? Or what's title? And then also what's a request for a credit or request for repairs? So those comes up all the time in escrow. So let's shoot a video about that, have that prepared and send that to our client. So then that they're informed. So
100%.
Amazing.
The next thing I hear people, what's that? Thank you. The next thing I hear people say is, I need a teleprompter. I hear that all the time. Oh, are we going to do a teleprompter? No.
Uh-huh.
Because what video is a conversation that you can have at scale. I heard this on Clubhouse. I don't remember the guy who said it. I wish I could quote him.
Conversation at scale.
Yeah. So what it is, right now we're doing it. We're literally having a conversation, and this is being streamed online. So while you and I are having this conversation, everyone that's watching is also having this conversation. Everyone that's watching is being in this conversation. Now this is easy because we're actually physically having a conversation. But if you're doing a what is EMD, what is all that sort of stuff, it's just you having a conversation with your client that you can send to your client and your client and your client and your client and your client. It's just at scale. You're having one conversation that you can use multiple times over. If we look at video as that, right, people, again, know, like, and trust. Where do I say in there they want to work with us because we're perfect?
Yeah.
Nowhere. Know, like, and trust. We hate perfect people, right? That's why we trash celebrities. We hate perfect people. So what I tell people, I say, if video is a conversation, one, how weird is it if you're like, hey, see, I want to have a conversation. You say, how's the market? I go, hold on 1 second. Here, see, can you hold my phone and I'll tell you how the market is while I read my script? That's fucking weird.
Yes.
No one does that. That's so weird. So why would
and
we do
rude.
it on video?
Yeah.
So we don't do it on video. We don't need it on video. Again, if you're doing a market update and you have your notepad and you're like, I'm going to tell you the market update. New homes are up 12%. What that means is this. They don't care that you're holding the notepad. They don't care. Who cares? You're giving them the information. You're explaining it what it is. So you don't need a teleprompter. Also, I've talked to people and they're like, oh, I've done it. And I can see my eyes moving. It's weird. People use teleprompters because they don't want to practice. But then I'm like, now it sounds like you're reading a book out loud and you're not good at it. So don't do a teleprompter. Go ahead.
No, actually, on top of that too, because you mentioned one thing, content, right? A lot of times they feel like they need to shoot the videos by themselves, and then that they have to create their own content and record everything solo. But one of the things that we're doing right now is we're having that conversation at scale, because guess what? I might not be the expert in videos and social media and such forth, but I know who is. So I brought him on. Look, Bryan, I brought you on. You're the very reason why you're on this, right? And it's also kind of like creating that process too, where we're having a conversation, we're creating our own authority by borrowing your expertise and such forth. So it's like,
100%.
hey,
and I mean, again, someone just wants you to be. I've been calling a lot of service professionals lately, and it's incredibly frustrating because people don't call me back. I literally fill out a lead form. I'm a lead in their system. And I'm the best quality lead. When do you want it? ASAP. I'm ready to purchase. I'm literally like, I have my card in hand. Just call me, and I'll give you my credit card. And I don't get calls back, or I've got to chase people down. It's incredibly difficult. And what I found is, I'm like, if I have a guy, and I can call. I have a guy. His name is Ezekiel. You can't have him. He's mine. And I call him. I say, hey, I need my trees trimmed. He goes, I don't trim trees, but I know a guy that can. Let me connect you. Done. Hey, I need someone to do this. I don't do that, but I know someone that can. I think super highly of Ezekiel because he can refer me to different people. So now I don't have to go on Angie's List and Google. I just call my one guy, and then he tells me who to call, or tells me he'll have them call me. That's what you want to be as a real estate agent. Is you want to be the one-stop shop. Now you don't have to know it all. Hey, I need a plumber. You're like, you know what? I don't have a plumber. My plumber just moved out of state. But let me ask my agents, and I'll give you a couple of recommendations by the end of the day. Value. Yep. That's all we're doing, right?
Yeah. We want to continue to add value to our sphere. Being that go-to source, that resource for them.
100%.
So, and that actually makes the best type of business too, right? A referral business. 100%. So it's one, your vendors. And then for us, like I just had a friend of mine just refer their coworker to me, and all because of social media. It's like, hey, they saw what I've been doing. They I keep up with them. I touch base with them. They're like, yes, if you're gonna go buy a home, you need to talk to C or talk to whoever agent. And those are the best referrals because they feel like they like you, they know you, and they trust you, right?
Yeah, so you have that warm handoff. It's phenomenal. That's exactly what you need.
Yeah. Absolutely. So can you leave us with a couple of tips? Let's say, for
Yep.
example, I have a fear of getting started. I sound funny. I don't have a teleprompter. I don't have all this crazy equipment, but I would like to get started with doing videos. What's something that I can do right this moment?
I'll give you the easiest one and probably the highest impact one.
Okay,
Is that fair? It's the easiest
that's fair.
and highest impact. That being said, it's probably one of the hardest to scale. But we're not talking about scale. We're talking about getting started right now. Take out your phone,
Okay,
go to
I'll grab my
Facebook,
phone.
go to
All
Facebook,
right.
go to your messenger app and do this. Just stop at this person. Just scroll down, right? I stopped on Adam. I'm just
Okay.
going to do it right now, here live. I'm going to hit the little camera icon and I'm going to do a little video. What up, Adam? I was thinking about you. I'm on a podcast right now and I'm talking to my buddy. He's talking about how to get started with video. And I said, dude, you got to do one-to-one videos. I was thinking about you. Tom and I were talking about your photos earlier, and he was talking about something else about your flipping stuff. So, anyways, you're on my mind, dude. I love you. Great to see you and your wife. I'm glad you guys came by the office and hope to see you guys around more. Talk to you soon, dude. Then you hit send. Done. Done. Got
That
started with video. Zero. Just you could do videos. I love doing videos of gratitude to your team, to your agents, to your employees, to your clients. Doing happy birthday videos. Go on Facebook. It's going to tell you whose birthday it is. Do a personalized happy birthday video. Do a video to someone that helped you out, or you referred a friend to, or a friend. For example, if you have a friend and they say, "Hey, I need," if you have a friend, a realtor, and they say, "Hey, I need help with social media," and you say, "Talk to Bryan, sign up for the Media Mayor Mastermind," I can send you a video. See, thank you so much. You sent over Sarah. She's phenomenal. She signed up for the mastermind course. We're so excited to work together. Thank you for sending her over. That means the world to me. I mean, I've done these one-to-one videos. I've had them done when I was in difficult times myself. I've done these videos. Kyle and I were in an argument back and forth. We were kind of bickering for a couple days. Finally, I sent him a video and I said, "Hey, dude, I didn't do this to hurt your feelings. I didn't do this to. It wasn't malicious. It's a misunderstanding. I see where you're coming from. You see where I'm coming from. We're good. I don't want to be mad. I just want to show just love, right?" And so, one-to-one videos, highest impact, easiest to get started. If you look stupid, only one person sees it.
No, that is a beautiful gift because right now is the holiday season, right? And this is perfect timing. Just reaching out to your database, one-on-one video, and if they know you, they're not gonna care if you goof or you blah blah blah. You just did it. You're coming out of love, right?
Yeah.
You're sending that message. So absolutely,
Well,
how can anyone be mad at you?
I mean, I did it too when we have our new agents join. I sent them a little video.
Mm-hmm.
I sent one when I was locking up the office. I sent
Mm-hmm.
one when I was in line at In-N-Out, and I had my kids talking in the background. Did one when I was sitting on the couch watching TV and paused the TV, did a little video. So, you're a person. I don't have to be in a suit and tie to send a video. Just be a person. And every single one of them were like, "Hey, thanks for that video. That really meant a lot." And then when I saw them in person, they knew me. We were automatically friends.
I love that. So, speaking of that, want to be friends. So, for most part, I think most agents know we have to focus on our sphere, our
Mhm.
database, right? So, is there something that you do to go to scale, to maybe a mass message or something like you could do at scale to connect to your database? So instead of that, just that one-on-one, can you send what type of video can we do to
Yeah.
send to your mass?
So you can do the one-on-one, obviously. Yep. We
Mhm.
also are getting up to the point where we're sending one email to the database a month, and that's a higher produced video that we do in our studio, because having a mix of cell phone video and high
Mhm.
produced video is phenomenal because now they see you're a professional, but you're also a human, right? So having that mix
Got
is
it.
is money. But we send an email a week out to our database, giving them a buyer tip, a seller tip, a market update, something like that. Just to, again, they get to see Kyle, who he is, that he's a real person. Um,
Mhm.
and it's scalable. You send it out. We use MailChimp. We've used viral marketing. You can do it through Follow Up Boss. Also, I mean, you can do it through anything. Constant Contact, Bomb, whatever. But yeah, it's just getting, again, people will see it over and over. And even if they don't watch the whole video, they're like, okay, I get a little vibe for who he is. Seeing someone, even for 3 or 4 seconds, you're gonna have a gut feeling, a gut reaction versus a text email or just a text message. You don't know who they are. You don't know what tone they have or what if they're smiling or they're grumpy or whatever. Having video and just seeing them for a little bit, it connects people.
So, question for you then, Brian, is obviously, we have a passion for real estate. We love it. That's part of what we do. But we also love our family. We love our community. We love all sorts of stuff, right? Our hobbies and such forth. So what would you recommend on what we can do to incorporate all that and make it authentic, make it us, right? Because heck, I don't want to talk about market updates. Who cares for that stuff? I want people to get to know us, right? How do we do that?
Just share your life. I think Kyle Whissel, so at Kyle Whissel on Instagram, does this probably better than anyone else I've seen. Kenny Fast does it phenomenally. He's so heavy in real estate as well. But just kind of mix it up. I don't have a phenomenal rule of thumb. I don't have a phenomenal Instagram following. Like, I got my people, and I'm good with that. What I find a system that works for you. What I did is during the week I would do real estate videos, and I would try on the weekend to do a little video on my family. Just something quick and simple and silly and whatever. But incorporate what you're doing. Gary Vee talks about, or at least he did, documenting, don't create. Show what you're doing. Just, if you're writing an offer, take a picture of it. If your kids are jumping in puddles, do a video of it. Like, just incorporate it. And just be conscious and be cognizant that what you put out is out on the internet. So if you don't want your political views, if you don't want to be judged by your political views, don't put your political views out on the internet. If you don't want your kids to be in the spotlight, don't put your kids on your social. Like, Gary Vee's very big about that. Again, he did no photos of his kids, no photos of family. He didn't want them to do. He chose to be public. He didn't want. It was their choice,
Yeah.
So, but just don't overthink it. If your kid's doing something cute, take a picture. If you're at family dinner, take a picture. If you're at the real estate office and you're only one, take a picture. I don't know, or video or whatever. But just mix it up. Just don't do it to where every time you reach out to someone, it's about real estate. Don't do it to where, as I scroll through your page, it's about real estate. And we're getting better about that even on our Instagram. We got better and then we got worse. We got better and we got worse on our Whissel Instagram. But trying to incorporate our people more. So it's not just listed, just sold, just listed, just sold. We're welcoming new team members. We're sharing about the wins. We're, celebrating them as they graduate through different things. That's what we're doing.
Okay, perfect on there. And that leads us to that next question for you. What are you doing with the community, right? Because you're out there, you're recording stuff. How are you interacting with the community locally?
Yeah, so before I tell you how, I'm going to tell you why. And this is super important because, let's break it down here. Let's see, are you in the market to buy a house? In the market to buy a car right now?
I am, actually.
Damn it. Everyone says yes now.
Okay, no.
Okay, no. Let's play this game. Are you in the market to buy a boat?
I am not.
Okay, but let's pretend you love fishing and you'll buy a boat eventually, but you're like, I already have a boat, right? Let's pretend.
Okay.
Do you think you would follow a page that only posted just new boat for sale, look at the features on this new boat? No, right? Because you don't want to buy a boat. So showing the new features on the new boat, who cares, right?
Yeah.
But would you follow a page or a group or a person that, again, you got a boat because you like fishing? I'm making all sorts of stuff up. But would you follow someone that talks about the best fishing spots in your area and the best bait to use and the best, best time of day and the different local areas where you can get lunch after fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. If I'm into fishing, yeah, absolutely.
You're like, I hate fish. But I do too. I don't know why I say fishing. I don't know anything about cars either. So, so that's kind of the idea of we're like, as a consumer, we understand that. But then as a real estate professional, we go, oh no, but people want to know real estate. Now I got to give them real estate stuff. And not really. What they want to know is about the community they live in. They want to know about the new shop that's opening up. They want to know that Bobo's, the restaurant that was right across the street from us, is closing and they're opening a new Mexican restaurant instead. They want to know about the farmers market on Fridays. They want to know about stuff in their community because they live there, right? So why don't we show them stuff in our community because we live there? And again, let's go back to the fishing example. You have this guy, his name is Hank the fisherman, I'm making him up. And you watch his videos and he talks about, oh, you got to go between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. at this river and that's the best. And you've seen his videos for 2 years. Well, he also owns a boat company. Do you think you'd give Hank a call and be like, hey, Hank, you know everything there is about boats and you are fishing? Yeah. And like, that's exactly why we do this. Because look, we're going to know everything about the community. We're going to know every business owner. We're going to give you content that you actually care about. So that way you watch videos of us. So you get to know, like, and trust us. That easy, right? And so that's why we do the community stuff. And then, again, I don't know about you, but I know about Kyle. He is absolutely the best when we get him face-to-face with someone. He's good on the phone. He's not great. He's good on the phone. He's fine on email. But his superpower is getting him face-to-face with someone. And if you had to look at all the people in your community, who do you think would be better to get face-to-face with than people that own businesses, people in city offices, people that are in service-based businesses, right? These are the people that are in business. We can add massive value to them. They are not the lowest net worth individuals in the city. These are people that have homes, buying homes. These are the people that I can get Kyle face-to-face with. I can do them a solid, and then we're going to get that reciprocation to where I did you something. They're gonna feel obligated as a human being to do something for us. And we're not asking to give us free air conditioner units. No, just when someone wants to buy or sell, just don't forget about us. And from that, we've gotten direct business from the business owners. We've gotten direct referrals from them. We've gotten direct business from the people watching our videos because they already know us and like us and they feel comfortable asking us questions.
It's kind of that law of reciprocity. I think if I pronounce it correctly, what you just mentioned.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like that social, psychology, right? You feel connected, like you're receiving something and you want to give back. So
100%.
Just connecting on that level. Absolutely.
100%.
That's amazing. Bryan, I do appreciate your time and everything like that. So what I'm getting, and it sounds like a challenge to me too, is one, go out there and do more videos. Right? Yes. Get yourself out there.
You don't have to go out there if you want. Just start here.
Yeah, that's true. We can start here on the phone. We can do that as simple as there. Connect to your database, Spear. And bigger challenge is reaching out to your community, into your community, right? Is your ecology, right? What's good for you, what's good for others, and what's good for the community. 100%. And reaching out and letting everyone know, So this is amazing, Bryan. There's a lot of, a lot of eye-opener things, and I know we can get technical. We can do all sorts of stuff, but it sounds like video and social media is one way for us to connect with our Spear. And
100%.
And without that, I wouldn't have been able to connect with you. This has been amazing, Bryan. Yeah.
Thank you.
So appreciate you. Did you want to leave anything to our viewers? Last questions, answers, anything?
Yeah. Let's. The last thing I'll do is we're hosting a challenge mid-January, starting January 9th, called our Community Content Challenge. So Community Content Challenge. Yeah. CommunityContentChallenge.com. It's 3 days, and we're going to dive into kind of exactly kind of what I did here, but in a much bigger sense of what it is, why it is, who you should reach out to, all that sort of stuff. Break down our most popular videos or most powerful videos, I guess, and really kind of go from there.
Okay. No, I appreciate that. So we'll have that link, all the information below and such forth. So again, it was January 15th, right? Is that
January
correct,
9th.
Brian? January 19th. So we'll
No,
get that
9th.
straight. 9th. January 9th. Man,
Yes.
I'm hearing things. But that's a Monday, I believe.
Yes, it
January
is.
9th, three
Yeah, it's
day,
9th, 10th,
challenge.
11th. Yep.
Got it. All right. So I'll probably be the first one to register if no one has registered yet. So I'll be on there, putting myself out there for sure. And this has been absolutely amazing. I want to wish you well, your family well, of course, Kyle and the group. So happy holidays and I wish you all the best, Brian. So thank you
Thanks, Steve.
again.
Appreciate you,
All
Brian.
right. Okay.